Hi, welcome. UFO sightings are not the sole indication of alien existence, nor are they the only clue suggesting extraterrestrial life might be closer than we imagine. Across the globe, numerous artifacts have been discovered that seem out of place, hinting at the presence of advanced, possibly alien, beings. While some of these artifacts have been unveiled to the public, others remain shrouded in secrecy. In a startling development, two alleged alien bodies, estimated to be over 1,000 years old, were recently unveiled to lawmakers in the Mexican Congress. This revelation adds another astonishing chapter to a growing body of evidence suggesting the undeniable presence of extraterrestrial beings among us. This begs the question, how long have these aliens been inhabiting Earth? And how have they managed to remain hidden, even in an age of advanced technology and scientific progress? Alien bodies at Mexican. On September 13, 2023, the proceedings of the Mexican Congress took an unexpected turn when two alleged alien remains were presented to lawmakers. UFO researcher, writer, and television host Jamie Mawson introduced the specimens during his testimony, describing them as extraterrestrial beings. The remains consisted of two gray, shriveled bodies with 3 fingers on each hand. Mawson testified under oath, claiming that researchers at the National Autonomous University of Mexico, UNAM, conducted carbon dating tests, which indicated the remains were approximately 1,000 years old. However, this claim faced immediate backlash. UNAM scientists publicly distanced themselves from Mawson's statement, clarifying that they had neither examined the full specimens nor been involved in collecting the samples. This reaction from the academic community has fueled skepticism about Mawson's claims, with many suggesting the presentation was a hoax. Critics point to Mawson's history of controversial claims. In 2015, he similarly unveiled what he asserted to be alien remains. Upon investigation, those remains were revealed to be those of a human child. The incident has reignited debates about the credibility of alien-related discoveries and the need for rigorous scientific validation. The Betts Mystery Ball. When the Betts family celebrated New Year's Day in 1974, they had no idea that later that year, they would stumble upon an object of extraordinary mystery. On March 27, 1974, while investigating a small brush fire near their home on Fort George Island, Florida, the family discovered a peculiar metallic sphere lying on the ground. Initially, they believed it to be a cannonball, possibly left behind by early conquistadors. Intrigued, they brought the sphere home and placed it where it remained in plain sight. It wasn't until days later that they began to realize the sphere was anything but ordinary. Terry Betts, the family's son and only child, was playing his guitar when he noticed the sphere seemingly responding to the music by emitting a rhythmic, pulsing sound that reverberated throughout the house. Stranger still, the sphere exhibited behavior that defied explanation. It rolled on its own, stopped suddenly, changed direction multiple times, and even appeared to follow people around the house. Disturbed and unsettled by these occurrences, the Betts family decided to store the mysterious object in a trunk, only taking it out to show visitors. Though it sounds like the plot of a gripping science fiction story, this is a real account. To this day, the true nature of the Betts sphere remains unknown, with many speculating it might be an artifact of extraterrestrial origin. The alien tooth wheel. According to scientists, 300 million years ago, the Earth was a vastly different place. Humans did not yet exist, and even the dinosaurs had not evolved. So, it came as a shock when archaeologists were alerted to a potential extraterrestrial artifact, an apparent gearshift embedded in a 300-million-year-old chunk of coal. This astonishing discovery occurred in Russia in 2013, thanks to Dmitry, a resident of Vladivostok. While handling a piece of coal he had purchased to heat his home, Dmitry noticed an unusual object embedded in it. On closer inspection, the object resembled a rail or rod pressed into the coal. Realizing its significance, Dmitry contacted biologist Valery Breyer in the Primorsky Krai region. It was Breyer who brought the artifact to the attention of the scientific community. Researchers traced the coal to the Chernogorsky mines in the Kuznetsk Basin, which are known for deposits dating back 300 million years. The object itself appeared to be a toothed metal rail, likely part of a machine gear, and its artificial nature was undeniable. This raised a pressing question: how did a machine-like object end up embedded in coal from a time when life on Earth was still in its infancy? Many speculate that the artifact could only have come from extraterrestrial visitors, as no known earthly civilization existed at that time capable of creating such an object. This discovery adds yet another piece to the puzzle, suggesting that alien influence may not just be a myth, but a reality rooted in Earth's distant past. The Wedge of Voyage. Our world is full of mysteries, some more chilling than others. Among them is the enigma of the Wedge of Voyage, a discovery that continues to baffle researchers. This mystery first emerged in 1974 when two mastodon bones were unearthed from the banks of the Mureș River in Voiage, Romania. The mastodon, a massive, tusked animal resembling an elephant, went extinct around 11,000 years ago, making the discovery of its bones exciting in its own right. However, the real shock came when the explorers found an aluminum wedge buried alongside the ancient remains. Why is this so astonishing? Aluminum, as a metal, wasn't discovered until 1808. Yet here was an artifact made of aluminum, found in a context that suggested it was over 11,000 years old. The anomaly has left scientists and researchers searching for answers. One intriguing theory is that the wedge isn't of earthly origin but rather an extraterrestrial artifact. If aliens had visited Earth in the distant past, they might have left behind advanced materials such as this aluminum object. The discovery not only hints at their presence but also suggests they had highly advanced technologies. If they possessed aluminum millennia before humans did, who knows what other elements or innovations they might have developed on their home planet or planets. Roman dodecahedron. If you still doubt the existence of aliens, you might not have heard about the Roman dodecahedron, a true enigma of our planet. This small, hollow object, made of a copper alloy, is cast into a 12-faced pentagonal shape, giving it its name. The first recorded discovery of such an object dates back to 1739, but since then, at least 116 similar dodecahedrons have been found across Europe, in countries including Italy, Belgium, France, Hungary, and the United Kingdom. What makes the Roman dodecahedron so fascinating is that its purpose remains a mystery. These artifacts range in size from 4 to 11 centimeters, yet they show no signs of wear and lack inscriptions, numbers, or markings typically associated with ancient tools or artifacts. Adding to the intrigue, there is no mention of dodecahedrons in any written records or visual depictions from the civilizations that might have used them. So where did these objects come from, and how did they end up scattered across Europe? Scholars and archaeologists have proposed various theories. Some suggest they might have been mathematical tools, while others hypothesize they were knitting devices for making gloves. Despite these possibilities, the unusual design and lack of historical context have led many to believe that these objects could be linked to extraterrestrial origins. Considering the precision and uniformity of their construction, it's not hard to imagine that the dodecahedrons might have been left behind by aliens. Could they have served as some sort of communication device, a navigational tool, or something else entirely? The Casso artifact. The Casso artifact offers a fascinating glimpse into what might be advanced alien technology. This extraordinary object, often described as a spark plug encased within a geode, has intrigued both scientists and enthusiasts since its discovery. The world first learned about the artifact on February 13, 1961, thanks to Wallace Lane, Virginia Maxey, and Mike Mikesell. While prospecting for geodes near Olancha, California, the trio stumbled upon this remarkable find. Initially, they recognized the artifact as unusual but had no idea it would challenge conventional beliefs about alien existence and human history. Upon further analysis by geologists, a startling revelation emerged: the geode encasing the spark plug was approximately 500,000 years old. This discovery defies logic, as spark plugs were only invented in the 19th century. How, then, could an object so advanced exist in a geological formation from 500,000 years ago? The artifact has baffled the scientific community, sparking numerous theories. While some skeptics suggest the possibility of natural formations or hoaxes, many believe the artifact provides strong evidence of extraterrestrial involvement. The notion that aliens left this advanced piece of technology behind during one of their visits to Earth seems plausible to many. The Roswell Rock. Nearly 2 decades after its discovery, the Roswell Rock remains a topic of fascination and debate. This enigmatic artifact was unearthed on September 2, 2004, in the New Mexico desert, close to the site of the infamous 1947 Roswell UFO incident. Many UFO enthusiasts suggest that the rock could be a fragment of a flying saucer, potentially holding clues to the unsolved mysteries surrounding the Roswell case. The rock was discovered by Robert Ridge, a 56-year-old hunter who stumbled upon the peculiar object while searching for deer. Buried in the desert sand, its unusual appearance and location left Ridge convinced that it was extraordinary. He quickly reported his find to local authorities, and the artifact has since drawn significant interest. What makes the Roswell Rock especially intriguing are its unexplained magnetic properties. When a magnet is brought near its northern end, the rock is said to spin counterclockwise, while the opposite occurs at its southern end. Adding to its mystique are the strange symbols etched into its surface, which some have likened to lunar cycles. These markings also bear a striking resemblance to crop circles that appeared in Chiseldon, England, on August 2, 1996. Many UFO theorists speculate that the rock might be a message or tool left behind by extraterrestrial visitors. They argue that its true purpose can only be understood by its creators, believed to be aliens. Whether dropped accidentally or intentionally, the Roswell Rock continues to fuel curiosity and speculation, with its secrets yet to be fully unraveled. Alien coins. Every day, new discoveries reshape our understanding of ancient Egypt. From the grandeur of the Great Pyramids to the mummies of pharaohs, much has been unveiled about this ancient civilization. However, a recent finding has challenged what we thought was possible in Egypt's history. Archaeologists excavating near the pyramids have uncovered coins of mysterious origin, unlike any other monetary artifacts associated with ancient Egypt. What makes these coins particularly intriguing is their design. One side features a strange face that archaeologists could only describe as alien-like. The face is characterized by an elongated skull, sunken eyes, and thin, gaunt cheeks, features that are both eerie and captivating. The other side of the coin is entirely blank, with no inscriptions, symbols, or identifiable markings. Additionally, the coins lack standard dimensions, adding to their mystery. These enigmatic coins have sparked numerous theories and debates. The most popular hypothesis is that they are of extraterrestrial origin. If aliens indeed have organized societies similar to ours, the idea of them using a form of currency isn't far-fetched. However, this raises perplexing questions. How did these coins find their way to ancient Egypt? Did aliens interact with the ancient Egyptians, and if so, why is there no record of such a monumental event? The Dropa stones. Decades ago, a group of explorers, led by Chipu, ventured into the Bayanhar Mountains of Qinghai Province, China, where they stumbled upon a truly remarkable discovery. In 1937, during an archaeological expedition, they uncovered 716 granite discs inscribed with tiny hieroglyphs. While the markings themselves were intriguing, what set this discovery apart was the fact that the hieroglyphs were dated to be over 12,000 years old. Even more baffling was what the team found surrounding the site. Alongside the discs, archaeologists discovered star maps and strange remains, including bodies with unusually thin frames and disproportionately large heads. Over the following 2 decades, Chinese archaeologists and linguists worked to study the markings in an attempt to decipher their meaning. Their research, conducted under the Academy of Prehistory in Beijing, yielded only partial success. The partial breakthrough came when researchers determined the origin of the hieroglyphs. Contrary to what many had hoped, such as the discovery of a long-lost civilization or city, the findings revealed that the discs did not belong to any ancient human culture. The Pone era fossils. In December 2012, the scientific community was abuzz when a meteorite crashed into a field in Sri Lanka. The event began as a fireball that lit up the evening skies over the region before a piece of the meteorite plummeted near a small village called Panera. As expected, local authorities, including the police, quickly responded to the scene and recovered several fragments of the meteorite scattered across the area. These fragments were sent to scientists for further analysis. The meteorite, later named the Punarua meteorite after the village, was accompanied by an extraordinary discovery. The fragments, which were hot and sparkled as they lay scattered across the countryside, emitted a strong odor of tar and sulfur, lingering in the air for hours. But the most shocking revelation came when scientists examined the stones. They contained fossilized biological structures embedded in the rock matrix. This finding suggests that life exists beyond Earth, providing a compelling piece of evidence that extraterrestrial life is real and somewhere in our universe. Metallic marbles. The recent discovery of tiny, well-rounded spherical metallic marbles in the Pacific Ocean has reignited discussions about extraterrestrial life. These marbles, measuring less than 1 millimeter in size and weighing less than 1 milligram, were found near the crash site of a large object, roughly the size of a basketball court, that landed from outside our solar system. The discovery, made in 2014, provides insight into what the remnants of an alien spacecraft might look like. According to AI Loeb, the lead scientist on the expedition focused on searching for extraterrestrial relics, these tiny metallic spheres are unlike any alloys found on Earth. This could very well be the first time humanity has encountered such materials, suggesting the possibility that these marbles are remnants of alien technology. While we cannot yet identify the origin of the ship that carried them, it's likely that the beings responsible survived and may have returned to their base aboard another London Hammer. Although we can't pinpoint exactly when, there is growing speculation that aliens once inhabited present-day Texas. This theory is largely based on the 1936 discovery of a strange hammer, known as the London Hammer. The remarkable find occurred when Max Hahn, while walking along Red Creek near London, Texas, came across a peculiar rock with a piece of wood embedded in it. He took it home, and a decade later, when the rock was broken open, a metallic hammerhead was revealed inside. The hammer itself, which is about 6 inches long and 1 inch in diameter, has been a subject of archaeological intrigue for decades. However, it is not the hammer that concerns archaeologists, it's the rock in which the hammer was encased. The hammer was found in Ordovician rock, which dates back approximately 140 million years. This raises an important question: who could have been around millions of years ago and capable of embedding the hammer in rock? Some theorists suggest that extraterrestrials might have been present on Earth long before human civilization, possibly leaving this artifact behind as evidence. Delta II debris survivor. When asked, scientists typically say the odds of being struck by falling space debris are 1 in a trillion, meaning it's almost impossible. However, Lottie Williams defied these odds, becoming that rare 1 in a trillion exception. Falling space debris had struck a Tulsa resident in the past. It all began on a beautiful morning in 2001 when Lottie was out for her usual exercise in a Tulsa park. She was casually walking with friends at around 3 a.m. when she suddenly felt a tap on her left shoulder. When she turned around, no one was there. Confused, she soon discovered that she had been hit by a 6-inch piece of blackened metal material that had fallen from the sky. The debris had rolled to the ground, where she carefully picked it up with gloves. It took a few days before Lottie learned that the object was a fragment of debris from a used Delta II rocket, which had re-entered the Earth's atmosphere just 30 minutes earlier. Prior to the impact, Lottie had noticed a flash in the sky, which she described as a large, bright light with fiery colors, resembling a fireball. The fireball shot off 2 sparks before disappearing behind a building. This unforgettable experience left Lottie with a unique story to share about her encounter with falling space debris. Alien Pharaoh aliens. Some believe that extraterrestrials may have done more than just visit ancient Egypt, they may have even lived there for a time. In fact, there are theories suggesting that one of them could have been an Egyptian king. Specifically, some conspiracy theorists propose that Pharaoh Akhenaten, often referred to as Aten, might have been an alien. This theory stems from the fact that his reign was one of the most controversial in Egyptian history, marked by radical reforms, social changes, and an overall period of turbulence. What makes Akhenaten's rule particularly intriguing is the distinct difference in the art and depictions of his reign compared to that of previous pharaohs. The sculptures, carvings, and paintings from his time seem to represent a completely different era, almost as though they depict an entirely different species. Even more striking are the physical features of Akhenaten himself. Paintings from this period portray him with an elongated, protruding lower jaw and an unusual, exaggerated head shape that makes him appear far different from the typical Egyptian ruler. Some suggest these features could be the result of genetic defects, but others speculate that Akhenaten may have been an extraterrestrial living among humans. The Pa Stone. Although centuries have passed since the death of the renowned scholar Hypatia of Alexandria, her legacy lives on through an extraordinary extraterrestrial artifact. In December 1996, geologist Ali Barakat uncovered an unusual rock in Egypt that would come to be known as the Hypatia Stone. The rock was found near a dark, slag-like glassy material interpreted as a form of Libyan glass. Since its discovery, scientists have spent years examining it. The original sample of the rock, which weighed approximately 30 grams, was cut into smaller pieces and sent to multiple research labs for analysis, reducing its size to just 4 grams. Researchers John Kramers and Georgie Benan from South Africa conducted tests that revealed the presence of microscopic diamonds within the stone. This discovery raises intriguing questions about the possibility that extraterrestrial beings might possess minerals similar to those on Earth, and perhaps even other minerals we have yet to discover. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please press the like button, and if you're new, please subscribe and turn the notification button on so you don't miss our future videos.